Class, today we're going to learn how to take two-dimensional shapes like a circle and turn them into so that they appear to be three-dimensional forms. So a form is like shape but in three dimensions, like sculptural, okay? So the form version of the shape of a circle would be a sphere, okay? So we're going to learn how to draw spheres so that they look like they're three-dimensional. And the way we do that is by using shading on one side of your circle. So it would be kind of like this. We might start like this. Now this is cross-hatching that I'm doing in kind of a sloppy way. And maybe I'll make these lines kind of curved so that it appears more. But if I add more shading over here, it will start to look like it is three-dimensional, like a ball. Or in our case, we're going to make a space picture with planets or asteroids or whatever you want to think of them as. So make sure your name is on the back, like mine. And first we are going to start by drawing a big curved line all the way on one side of the page, and it could look like this. It's going to curve, and that's going to be our sun. Then we're going to draw a couple of circles. We could use tools like this to draw a perfect circle that might be a planet or maybe a moon. We could do different shapes. We're going to do at least 3 circles. And our tools that we're going to be using today are oil pastels. Oil pastels are great because they work almost kind of like paints, but they're a little bit easier to control, and they're easier to put away, but they can make a mess when they fall on the floor. So please pick them up. So first, let's start by doing our sun. Now, if we want, we can make our sun a combination of reds and oranges and yellows. Okay, so I'm going to fill it in with a little bit of yellow, but I'm going to get some other colors in there. I'm going to mix a little bit of reds in there. Okay, and we can use this tool over here. It's a little smudge stick, and we use this to kind of blend. So it blends kind of like paints, and we can even go like that, kind of drawing it, give it kind of a, so we're gonna blend that red and yellow together. It'll even make it look a little bit orange. Yeah, maybe I'll even add a little bit of orange color in there. Now, we can make our planets whatever kind of color we want. They could start off white and have a little bit of pink in them. Or maybe might see some blue. Let's mix those up in an interesting way with our smudge blending stick. And then we are going to add shading, because right now it still just looks like a circle. So we can make, when we put if we curve like this, when we're filling it in, that will give it some lines that will make it appear round. And then what we do is we want to take a black oil pastel, and we'll start with drawing that curved line on the side of it, on the very edge of it, okay? And we need to make sure we do it on the right side. I didn't draw that line on this side because that's where the sun is shining. We want to show this is going to be the shade where the sun isn't getting to it as much. So we draw that line, and then we're going to blend it with our tool. Remember how looking by curving motion kind of helps the effect? We want to bring some of that black out. Start gradually and might add a little bit more. So I think I'm going to add just a little bit more. So we do it really gradually. And that's starting to make it look a little bit more like a three-dimensional sphere.